My daughter's really sick.
Oh,
yeah. Lost her voice. And the temperature, 100 and...
Who's this?
My daughter.
She got flags on.
Oh, and my granddaughter.
Welcome to the January 26, 2022 Open Mayor and Council meeting. Roll call.
Mayor Schwiger. Councilman Kamala.
Here.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Here.
Councilman Saliani.
Here.
Councilman Slasinski.
Here.
Councilman Talamini.
Here.
Councilman Van Ack.
So what do we do? Is it considered here?
What I would do is just indicate that there's permission granted for Mr. Van Eck to participate via phone under the current circumstances, if someone wants to make that motion.
I'll make a motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Everybody look at your telephone. I will look at mine, your cell phone. Make sure it's on mute. And also, please refrain from texting. It's disruptive, discourteous, and could be construed as a violation of the Open Public Meetings Act. Please stand, salute to the flag, remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law, duly announced, advertised, and posted in the municipal building. The meeting will adjourn at 10 p.m. unless the majority of the council members that are present vote to extend the time. And as I do at every meeting, I give a short report. So, I just have to ask that you refrain from also talking, because at the last meeting, only because of the last meeting, Lisa, our borough clerk, was having difficulty listening to everybody speak because there was a lot of speaking in the audience. So we're asking everybody to just, if you have to speak, just walk outside, okay? I'm
She was
sorry.
just telling me that Grant was on the phone.
I'm sorry, what?
She was just saying that Grant was on the phone. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just saying that in general,
Yeah.
because it's hard to hear.
You got it.
So, as I started to say, we have experienced snow, rain, ice, winds, flooding, ice again, and there's a pending snowstorm that's predicted. We don't know how much. It could be as little as 1 to 2 inches. It could be as much as a foot or more. We just don't know. There is an alert for the heavy snow this weekend, but we don't know. We have rules in Oakland called ordinances, and they are meant to protect everyone. And therefore, please remember snow removal. Shovel sidewalks within 24 hours from the end of the snowfall. Also, this is very important. It is unlawful to cast, I'm reading the ordinance exactly. It is unlawful to cast, throw, or spill snow and ice on any borough street or road. What happens is, our DPW workers are unbelievable. They work all night long. They are busy, they're tired, they're cold. They plow our streets. Everyone knows how wonderful they are, and we are so thankful for our DPW workers. So they plow these streets, our roads are clear, and then someone gets their driveway plowed and pushes snow right across the roadway. And I've watched cars skidding on the ice that builds up with the snow just lining up along parallel to their driveway. So please, if you're going to shovel your driveway after the snow is plowed from the road, or you have somebody plowing your driveway, please make sure that the snow is not pushed into the roadway. And besides, it's a violation of the borough ordinance. Fire hydrants. If you have a hydrant on front of your property, you are required to clear the snow and ice from the hydrant. And I checked the ordinance, and it is a 5 feet radius of the hydrant. And if it's not clear, the borough can go out, clear the hydrant, and then charge you for the expense that it cost us in the borough. So, if you have a hydrant in front of your house, after the snow has stopped, please go out and clear the hydrant. Also, it is a statewide law called a statute that after the snow, 24 hours, you have to clear the snow off the roof of your vehicle. Now, many of you have traveled on highways and snow comes falling off the top of a truck or a vehicle, and I know someone who was hit, his windshield cracked after snow blew off the top of a truck and hit his windshield. Luckily, he was safe. But just remember, all these rules after the snow. And the reason why we have these rules is to protect one another, and it's for safety reasons. And I put this on Facebook. We put this on our Oakland Facebook page and on our website. If you are a Bergen County resident, the Greater Bergens Emergency Housing Rehabilitation Program is offering up to $10,000 worth of free emergency home repairs. This program will help Bergen County residents make critical home repairs that affect the health and safety of residents in qualifying households. I do not know what it is to qualify, but you can find out if you qualify by either calling 201-968-0200, extension 7799, or you could go to the website www.greaterbergen, that's one word, greaterbergen.org/home-rehab. Good luck, and if you can get $10,000 worth of home repairs, go for it. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to open to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wish to speak? Motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And there are no minutes tonight. So we have appointments to boards, commissions, committees, etc. So I'll start with, we'll start with you, Councilman.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. The following are council committee assignments for 2022. In Finance, Chairperson is Grant Van Eck. Member would be Kevin Slazinski. Public Safety, Chairperson is Eric Kamala. The member is Grant Van Eck. For DPW, Road, Solid Waste, Recycling, Buildings and Grounds. Chairperson is Steve Saliani. Member is Kevin Slazinski. Water and Sewer, Chairperson Kevin Slazinski. Member Steve Saliani. Intergovernment Relations and Administration, Chairperson is Russell Talamini. Member is Eric Kamala. Land Use, Planning and Board of Adjustment, Chairperson Pat Pignatelli.
So we'll see you at the next planning board meeting.
All right, be my first.
Yes, council liaisons, go ahead.
Council Liaisons, Public Events and Community Relations, Russell Talamini. Environmental Commission, Pat Pignatelli. Local and Regional Schools, Russell Talamini. Senior Citizen Liaison, Pat Pignatelli. Board of Health, Pat Pignatelli. Emergency Management, Eric Kamala. Flood Commission, Pat Pignatelli. Recreation Commission, Grant Van Eck. Municipal Alliance, Russell Talamini. Communications Commission, Grant Van Eck. Shade Tree Commission, Steve Saliani. Library, Kevin Slazinski. Historical Preservation, Steve Saliani. Green Team, Eric Kamala. Park Committee, Kevin Slazinski. And Access for All, Grant Van Eck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Now, continuation of board appointments. We have the following. Access for All is a mayor's appointment. We have, in order that I received them, Jody Gofreda, I'm sorry, Gofreda, Jody. There you go. I got it. 3-year term. Thank you. Carrie Sirenidis, 3-year term. Christina Pawalko, 3-year term. Deborah Mutterer, 2-year term. We have 2 more 2-year terms, and 3 1-year terms. And thank you, Councilman Van Eck, for getting this off the ground that I've been trying to do for a long time. So I really appreciate that Councilman Van Eck is coming through to be the liaison to that. So thank you. Public events. Additional members are, that put in their citizen leadership form will be Jerry Engelmuller. That's the only one who put in. And for the Park Committee, Peter Keycutt. For Municipal Alliance, Elementary School, Sean Bowe. Elementary School, Dina Soriano. Staff Liaison, Detective Mark Piercy. Middle School, Jacqueline Cristiano. Middle School, Allison Dietrich. High School, Matthew Buster. High School, Lisa Ambrose. Senior Citizens, Ariel Preciado. Family Prevention, Nathan Buska and Jody, again. Go, Freda. Jody. Thank you. And it's Reverend, right? Isn't it Reverend? Okay, Municipal Alliance. We have additional names?
No, those were,
These are the names?
yeah, what were,
In addition, this was very confusing.
yeah, those are the names that Mark gave.
The Mark gave also?
Yeah, those are the current ones that he needs appointed.
Okay, Jackie Cristiano, Ellen Nahovics, Kelly Vitale, Kristen Shunk, Lara Popek, Henry Wasserstein, Allison Dietrich, and Ariel Preciado. We'll figure that out. Green Team, Mayor's appointment. Jennifer Mason is additional. An additional. Allison Fleeson, Brian Riley, Andrea Levy, I thought you already put in, and Maria Glasson, Ron Petherbridge, and that was that. Jennifer Mason, and also Jennifer Mason, and for the OCC, Jennifer Mason, I thought the name, if I need a motion, that's council.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Jennifer Mason, thank you. And we did all those. I think I got them all. We'll figure
I
it
think
out.
so.
Yes, thank you. Okay, now to the agenda. We have a raffle license request, and this is from the Parents Athletic Committee of Indian Hills High School, license number RL1416, and it is for a raffle on February 28th, 2022, from 5 to 7 at Indian Hills High School. Is there,
So moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
And this supports the Indian Hills Hockey Program and training. And now resolutions, if anybody wishes to have any pulled out, after I read the list, just let me know. Resolution 2236 is to authorize the grant agreement, New Jersey Community Urban Forestry Grant, in the amount of approximately $21,787.50 to fund the Resiliency Planning Borough of Oakland Tree Inventory Plan 2021. Resolution 2237, authorize the grant agreement with Bergen County for the purpose of using $87,000 grant award from the 2021 funding round of the Bergen County Open Space Recreation Floodplain Protection Farmland and Historic Preservation Trust Fund for the Van Allen House Phase 2 Interior Renovations Project. And 2238, authorized contract for real estate services. There's a need for realtor services for the disposition of 5 residential building lots within the borough, located 146 Manitou, Block 5005, Lot 5, Valley View, Block 1702, Lot 20, Valley View, Block 1702, Lot 21, Franklin Avenue, Block 4303, Lot 9, and Long Hill Road, 3301L11. And it is Remax Traditions Real Estate submitted proposal for a fee of 5%. Resolution 2239 is the OCC bylaws, that's the Open Communications Commission. It was reviewed and they've been submitted. And then we skip to 2251. You didn't miss any resolutions, it's just with the numbering. And this is to renew the license of Borough property adjacent to 42 Riverside Drive. We received a request owned by the property adjacent to 42 Riverside Drive, and the DPW superintendent has reviewed the request and they recommend the issuance of the license for 2022. 2252, authorized agreement with the borough attorney for 2022. The borough has determined that Brian Jakowski of the firm Cleary, Jacoby, Alfieri, Jacobs LLC will be the most advantageous to the borough. All relevant factors considered, and Brian M. Jakowski was nominated. The contract and the amounts will not exceed $110,000 without further authorization of the governing body, and the CFO has certified the funds. Resolution 2253 is an agreement for the borough engineer pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance. It was reviewed, determined that Kevin Boswell of the firm Boswell Engineering will be most advantageous to the borough. All relevant factors considered, nominated Kevin Boswell. Contract will not exceed $22,650 retainer, $11,000 allowance for minor engineering projects billed on time and material basis without further authorization of the governing body, and the CFO has certified the funds are billed. 2254 is authorized agreement for the water and sewer engineer, and pursuant to, it was reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance. Kevin Boswell, the firm Boswell Engineering. Contract amount shall not exceed $25,000 without further authorization of the council, and that the funds are available pursuant to the CFO. 2255 is authorized agreement with the auditor, and Gary Vinci of the firm Lurch Vinci Higgins LLP to serve as borough auditor for the year 2022, and is hereby appointed, and it was pursuant to the fair and open process. And the contract shall not exceed $41,000 without further authorization of the governing body, and the CFO has certified that the funds are available. Resolution 2256, authorized agreement with the borough planner, and reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance, determined that Steve Lyden of the firm Berges Associates will be the most advantageous to the borough. All relevant factors considered, not to exceed the amount of $10,000 without further authorization of the governing body, and the CFO has certified that the funds are available. 2257, authorized agreement bond council, and it was reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance, determined that Steve Rogan of the firm Rogan McCarthy will be the most advantageous to the borough. All relevant factors considered, the borough has received or will receive a business registration certificate and affirmative action compliance statement from the firm prior to entering into a contract. 2258, authorized agreement with the labor attorney, and the council has nominated Matthew J. Jacoby of the firm Cleary, Jacoby, Alfieri, Jacobs LLC to serve as the borough's attorney for the year 2022. Compensation for said labor attorney for the year 2022 shall be claimed, approved, and paid in the manner set forth in NJSA 40A:5-18 and pursuant to the agreement to be entered between the parties, and the contract shall not exceed $30,000 without further authorization of the governing body, and our chief financial officer has certified that the funds are available. 2259. Authorized agreement, risk manager, health insurance, and it's reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance. The firm of Baza Engineering to serve as the risk manager, the Baza Agency to serve as the risk manager for health insurance for the year 2022. Compensation for said risk manager for the year 2022 shall be claimed, approved, and paid in the manner set forth in NJSA 40A:5-18 and pursuant to the agreement to be entered between the parties, and the amount is separated. $40.02 per employee retiree per month for medical and prescription coverage. $5.07 per employee retiree per month for dental coverage, with payment being made to the BASA agency directly by the Bergen Municipal Employees Benefit Fund. Commission on the life premium of 7.5%, with payment being made to the BASA agency by the carrier. Commission on the short-term disability premium of 10% to be paid directly by the carrier, and commission on the long-term disability premium of 15% to be paid directly by the carrier. Resolution 2260, authorized agreement of risk manager property insurance, liability insurance, workers' compensation for the year 2022, and reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance. And it is the firm of Brown & Brown to serve as the mismanager for property insurance, liability insurance, and workers' compensation for the year 2022. Compensation for said risk manager for the year 2022 shall be claimed, approved, and paid in the manner set forth in NJSA 40A:5-18 and pursuant to the agreement to be entered into between the parties. And the compensation to Brown & Brown shall be 6% of the borough's joint insurance fund annual assessment as per the fund's bylaws, and payment shall be made to Brown & Brown directly by the Bergen County JIF. Resolution 2261, authorized agreement, Borough Prosecutor, reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance. Andrew M. Simaluka, PC, to serve as the borough's prosecutor for the year 2022. Contract shall not exceed $31,050 without further authorization of the governing body, and the Chief Financial Officer has certified that funds are available. Resolution 2262, authorized agreement, alternate borough prosecutor for the year 2022. And Andrew Roth to serve as the borough's alternate borough prosecutor for the year 2022. The contract shall not exceed $1,350 without further authorization of the governing body, and the CFO has certified that the funds are available. 2263, authorized agreement, public defender. And again, it was reviewed pursuant to the borough's pay-to-play ordinance, nominated Diane D'Alessandro to serve as the borough's public defender for the year 2022. Contract shall not exceed $7,200 without further authorization of the governing body, and the CFO has certified that the funds are available. Resolution 2264, authorized agreement, alternate public defender. Matthew Seymour to serve as the borough's alternate public defender. Contract shall not exceed $3,000 without further authorization of the governing body. CFO has certified that the funds are available. 2265. Qualification of firms for engineering services. We issued a request for qualifications back in October 2021, and the following firms have received we've received responses and are qualified: Boswell Engineering of South Hackensack, New Jersey, and Neglia Engineering Associates of Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Resolution 2266, award bid recreation equipment. Oakland has need to purchase a variety of recreational supplies and equipment throughout the year for the myriad of recreation programs provided to Oakland. And the Township of Wyckoff is the lead agency for cooperative pricing system number 176 WCGCPS Wolf Group and Oakland, that they do hereby award 6 contracts to the vendors for the individual bid units items that they are the bid of the lowest responsive and responsible individual bid unit prices in accordance with the Wyckoff Recreation Director's December 27, 2021 recommendation, which is attached here too. The Recreation Commission shall purchase the estimated recreation items at the awarded unit prices only, and only those items required for the 2022 program. Resolution 2267, authorized refund of the 2022 Borough Calendar Sponsorship, Revival Health at 9 Post Road, Suite D3, Oakland, New Jersey. I guess they purchased a spot on the calendar and then withdrew their interest, and so the refund is $675. 2268 is the authorize a grant agreement with Bergen County for the purpose of using $204,300 $369 matching grant award from the 2021 funding round of the Bergen County Open Space Recreation Floodplain Protection Farmland Historic Preservation Trust Fund for the municipal park project entitled Truman Field Refurbishments, new surface, leveling, sprinkler system located on Truman Boulevard on the tax maps of the Borough of Oakland. And all these resolutions can be opened if you are interested in the information. 2269, authorized grant application to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Volunteer Fire Assistance Grant Program. And Oakland is interested in submitting a grant application to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection Volunteer Fire Assistance Grant in the amount of $10,000 for wildland fire response equipment. 2271. Should I read the whole thing, the resolution? This is the one with the zoning.
No.
Okay, this is the zoning board adjustment granted a use variance to operate a vehicle service station to Elahi Fuel with respect to premises located at 357 Rampham Valley Road in Oakland. And the board approved the application on July 13th. A resident, Jean Brennan, filed the appeal. And according to our ordinances, was able to appeal to the council. The entire record of proceedings before the board was provided to the Borough Council, including but not limited to the following: application exhibits submitted on behalf of the applicant, reports issued by borough professionals, transcripts of proceedings conducted on December 8th, 2020, February 9th, 2021, April 13th, 2021, June 8th, 2021, and July 13th, 2021, and the resolution of approval was adopted September 14th, 2021. And the Borough Council specifically finds that the applicant, Elahi Fuel, did not establish special reasons for the grant of the use variance requested as required under NJSA 40:55D-70D. Specifically, the Borough Council finds that the board misapplied the special reasons standard required in review of this application, as the use of the property by Elahi Fuel was a convenience to the applicant and was presented as a way to alleviate concerns that exist regarding a non-conforming use to the south of the proposed property. The standard is fact-specific and site-sensitive that requires that a finding that the general welfare would be served because of the proposed use is peculiarly fitted to the particular location, and the case is Price v. Himenji, 214 New Jersey 263, 2013. The Borough Council finds that the board ignored the advice of its own professionals, the borough engineer and borough planner, with regard to the review of the application. The Borough Council finds the special reasons not identified that would support the grant of the use variance. In addition, the negative criteria was not satisfied, in that there would be substantial detriment to the public good and an impact on the borough's master plan and zoning ordinance. And this resolution that the determination of the Oakland Zoning Board of Adjustment granting use variance pursuant to NJSA 40:55D-70D is hereby reversed. The Borough Council determined that the site is not suitable for the use purpose proposed, and that the variance cannot be granted without substantial detriment to the public good, and that the requested variance relief will substantially impair the purpose and intent of the master plan and zoning ordinance of the Borough of Oakland, and therefore the determination of the Zoning Board of Adjustment is hereby reversed. Resolution 2272 is the temporary budget amendment. NJSA 48:4-20 of the local budget law provides that in addition to temporary appropriations necessary for the period prior to the adoption of the budget, the governing body may by resolution adopted by a 2/3 vote of full membership thereof make emergency temporary appropriations. It was requested by our CFO to the current fund, state and federal grants, the Bergens 200 Club OPD bicycle grant of $5,000. Now, those are all the resolutions. Any pulling out?
52 and 71, please.
Okay. 52. That is the borough attorney.
And 38 also.
71. 71, and what else?
38. That's the property sale.
38, the real estate services. Any others? Anybody? All right, we'll go in order of the resolutions for the convenience of our clerk. 2238 is to authorize the contract real estate services. Yes.
So that's for the year and whatever they get sold in the year, and then we would have to, if they don't sell anything, we would renew it the following year.
Yes, the borough allows for a one-year listing agreement.
Okay.
So once the year is up, and it's going to be dated today, right? Dated today, the 26th, Brian?
Correct.
So next year it has to be done again,
If we want to.
if they weren't sold.
Yeah.
Then maybe they'll be sold.
Yes. Okay.
Any other questions? This is specifically Resolution 2238. If none,
So moved.
well, all right.
Second.
Roll call on 2238, then we'll do the others.
Councilman Kamala.
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes.
Councilman Saliani.
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski.
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Yeah.
Grant, Ken.
It's really hard to hear. I think the microphone is really far over. And it just really, I'm trying to watch the meeting, but it's on a delay. So I apologize.
2238 grant is for real estate services.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, let's skip 2252 and 71 and do the others. Is there any others to pull out? So on all the others, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Kamala.
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes.
Councilman Saliani.
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski.
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Yes,
Okay, this is Resolution 2252 to engage the services of a borough attorney for 2022. Brian Chakowski, amount exclusive of work funded through applicant's escrow and borough capital account shall not exceed $110,000 without further authorization of the governing body. You pulled it out.
Yes, I just want to pull out for voting purposes.
Oh, okay, does anyone make the motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Kamala.
No.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes.
Councilman Saliani.
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski.
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
You only get it once,
No.
Brian. Sorry, not 1,000 times. You don't get 1,000 times the salary. Resolution 2271, this is the resolution where we reversed.
I just pulled out for purposes of voting.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Kamala.
Abstain, I did not participate in the deliberations.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes.
Councilman Saliani.
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski.
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
No.
Councilman Van Ack.
Grant, this is
I didn't hear that one either. Which one are we voting
This
on?
is reverse 2270 reversal of Board of Adjustment.
This memorializes the vote.
Memorialize the vote from last meeting.
Yes.
Yes. One other thing, Mr. Saliani, you did not participate.
I was gonna say, you-
so
Sorry,
Mr. Saliani should be abstaining.
Abstain.
You got
Fair
3
point,
yes,
thank you.
1 no, 2 abstentions.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian. Sorry about that. Yes, you are correct.
Right, I was wondering why you voted.
Yes.
I just wanted to correct.
Okay, now we have ordinances, introduction, to amend the fee for the community garden, and this is an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 22 entitled Community Garden, Section 22.1 entitled Annual Fee of the Revised General Ordinances of the Borough of Oakland to establish a fee for membership in the community garden, and the original garden rules was if a resident donated produce to the local food pantry, the resident would receive a $10 discount to the annual fee. And so what changes? The membership fee shall be reduced to $40. Well, membership fee for community garden shall be $50 for the growing season payable through community pass and registration, and through the website www.communitypass.com/Oakland Borough. The membership fee shall be reduced to $40 for the following year if the resident provides proper documentation to the Sustainable Oakland Green Team of a donation of produce grown in the garden to a local food pantry. So this is introduction. Is there a motion to
So
introduce?
moved.
Second?
I'm sorry, roll call.
Councilman Kamala?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack?
Community garden ordinance. Yes.
And the final hearing is
February 9th.
February 9th, 2022. Bond 22, Bond 876 is the sewer treatment plant decommissioning project. And this is bond ordinance to appropriate an additional sum of $2 million for the decommissioning and conversion of various sanitary sewer treatment plants to pump stations and the construction of force mains to connect to the Northwest Bergen County Utilities Authority treatment system in and by and for the sewer utility of the Borough of Oakland in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such additional appropriation and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds. This is the introduction. Is there a motion to introduce?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Kamala?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack?
Yes.
And the final hearing?
February 9th.
February 9th. And the proposed ordinance is available within the borough. Now we have to do Resolution 2273. It's the introduction of the bond ordinance. And this is be resolved that the ordinance entitled Bond Ordinance to appropriate an additional sum of $2 million for the decommissioning and conversion of various sanitary sewer treatment plants to pump stations and the construction of force mains to connect to the Northwest Bergen County Utilities Authority treatment system in and for the sewer utility of the Borough of Oakland in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such additional appropriation and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds. And it was introduced tonight on January 26, 2022. Final passage at a meeting to be held on the 9th day of February 2022 at 7:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be reached. Your motion.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Kamala?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack?
Yes.
Now we have a final reading of the ordinance of the 22 Capital 874 Iroquois Pump Station. This is the capital ordinance of the Borough of Oakland in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, authorized the making of various public improvements and acquisitions in, by, and for the borough, appropriating therefore the sum of $400,000 and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from the Water Utility Capital Improvement Fund and the Water Utility Capital Fund balance of the borough. Is there a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wish to speak? If you understand this ordinance, you're welcome to speak. No?
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion, so moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Kamala?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack?
Yes.
We have one item on work session, complete streets, I can't even speak anymore tonight. Complete Streets Technical Assistance Program.
Thank you, Mayor. This item kind of arises somewhat out of our attempts to secure TAP grants for streetscape improvements and the development of a park that we've kind of called Station Park at Bush Plaza. And one of the items that was noted by the reviewers of our applications was that we would fare better, rank higher, if we had what's called a complete streets program and policy. And a complete streets program and policy, in a nutshell, is something that takes more than just vehicular traffic into account in roadway design and improvements. It considers pedestrians, stormwater runoff, bike users, and the like when designing these sort of improvements. So, in order to better compete for grant funding in the future, I think it would behoove us to adopt a policy, and in this particular case, the issue here that we're discussing this evening, the New Jersey Transportation Planning Authority and Rutgers University provides through a competitive program free technical assistance in developing such a policy because it's kind of tailored to each individual municipality. So we'd like to take advantage of that if possible, enlist their assistance and move forward with developing a policy that would enhance our chances of getting additional grant funding down the road that will help our downtown. And with that, I'll just point out that Michael had created a PowerPoint that was included in your package that explains it in some additional detail, both about complete streets and the process here. And if you'd like, you can come up and make a short presentation, or we can answer any questions that you have.
While you're walking up, my first question is, we had a meeting with our borough engineer, John Kimmick, and Councilman Patrick Natale, and you and Michael, and about the intersection. How is it all playing together? Or it's not?
That kind of remains to be seen.
Oh.
In terms of how a complete streets policy may affect any future design improvements in the downtown. I don't think it would necessarily prohibit us from moving ahead with any of the things that we discussed on Monday.
Okay, great, thank you.
I guess I'll open it up to any questions, if any council members have any questions on the program.
No, just, what, specifically we're doing this to get grant money, right? And like what's gonna enhance it that we're not doing now? Like what makes it that much better that we get the grant money?
Well, to start, Complete Streets takes into account pedestrians, bicycle users, and the like. And this policy will give us better direction if we were to receive a grant in the future for design elements like rain garden cutouts, crosswalks, and outdoor dining experiences in central business districts. So, it's just a policy. We do not have to, by law, follow it, but it will increase our chances in the future. And the New Jersey Department of Transportation did note that we will likely not receive funding if we do not have this policy.
Oh.
Okay, so it's just getting your ducks in a row and making, so nothing is set in stone. It's just this is we have an idea. This is what we'd like to do. Is there money out there? Look, we have a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Actually, one question. So this really addresses the shortcomings of the last two grants that we put in for the TAP grant, correct?
Yeah.
So this is looking to really address the shortcomings, and the shortcomings are really the pedestrian traffic and bicycle traffic, correct?
Yes, these planners and professionals will really come into our community and do studies. They'll go out into the field and they will take a look at our current infrastructure and craft this policy. That way we do have a chance in the future to get grant funding.
So that being said, are they going to be taking a holistic look at, is it just a downtown? I mean, what's this area that you're looking to apply this to, from Franklin Ave up to Long Hill, Franklin Ave up to Oak Street?
They really do look at all of our roadways. However, it would be focused in the downtown, most likely from Franklin Ave to like Oak Street.
Thank you, Mr.
And Councilman, if I can add, when we filed the last grant application, we finished about mid-pack in the rankings. There was nothing there in the feedback that said that what we were proposing was really at odds with the complete streets policy. There were elements in there that took into account pedestrian safety improvements, stormwater runoff with rain gardens, and a lot of the sort of things that you would perhaps typically see in a complete streets policy. But just the fact that we did not have something adopted was extra points that we were not then able to be credited with.
What's the total amount of the grant requested?
our grant was short of $1 million requested.
That's all, not much.
And also, one other question. Does it also strengthen our grant that we're also looking to rehabilitate the downtown area? Is that an element that will support this going forward?
It will, and it could potentially impact us if federal infrastructure money becomes available through the TAP program in the near future. That's why we're looking at this now, because, you know, potentially a life-changing funding opportunity could come through New Jersey shortly.
Thank you.
We are hoping.
Thank you.
You did a great job, thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Well done, Michael.
All right, at this time, new business, anybody new business? Old business?
Old
You
business.
want to bring up the meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
The mayor and I met with our borough engineer, our borough administrator, and our chief of police regarding traffic study in the downtown area. We gave our borough engineer 2 or 3 suggestions. He's going to bring them back and run them through a simulator and see if they would work, and also possibly come up with some cost estimates and a time schedule for implementation. We hope to have another meeting next month, right, John? Sometime in February?
There's a date.
Well, that one was, that's been canceled.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Essentially within a month or so, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was canceled.
Yeah, within a month.
All right, thank you for telling me.
So we are looking at it. You know, no matter what we do, it's going to cost money, obviously. But we have to look at the cost benefit, you know, versus not implementing anything. And then we'll bring it back to the council, and the council will decide.
Right.
Anything else, Mayor? Anything
No,
else?
it was excellent. It was an excellent presentation. You have ideas. We all had input, and hopefully they could put all the ideas together and come up with something. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it.
All right, council committee reports. We'll start, well, does Grant have any, Grant?
Grant, you got a
We'll
committee
start
report?
with you. Are you there?
Grant, you're up for a committee report.
No, no report for me tonight with the conference call, doing my best, but I'm glad I was able to participate. Thank you for setting it up so I could still be a part of the meeting tonight. Thank you all.
So it works. That's what we use in the court with interpreters. It does work. And Councilman, you're now in charge of getting this Access for All committee going, and I really appreciate that you're taking on this task. Thank you. I don't know if you heard me. Okay, Councilman.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have a couple of things. We had a green team meeting last night. Their new chair is Ali Fleeson. Their vice chair is Brian Riley. The statistics on the styrofoam collection, they collected about 500 pounds of styrofoam, and they had about 100 plus residents that dropped off, and probably 90% of the residents that came were all Oakland residents. So it was,
Wow, thank you.
It was pretty successful in what they did.
Good time of the year to have it, right after Christmas.
Right after Christmas,
Yeah.
right. Also, they want us to remind you that the seed bank is open at the library, and they got 100 different varieties of flowers and vegetables, so if anybody's interested, spring is coming, go to the library and get some seeds. It's all put together by the green team. And also, the green team is currently working on a plant sale as well. More information to follow, and hopefully we'll have more information at the next meeting coming into the spring. Under planning board, I attended a planning board meeting a couple weeks ago. One of the applications that was on the agenda was for a commercial building up at Van Voren Drive in the industrial park. It is a mixed-use property with 5 different businesses can occupy the space, and it's going to be utilized by small companies such as air conditioning, heating, and electrical. And it was really good use for the property, and obviously brings another rateable into the town. And it's located up in Van Voren Drive, right across from the firehouse, and by public service. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. We have updates for the senior citizens. We will be hosting a Super Bowl movie day party on February the 3rd at 12 p.m. We will be having some Super Bowl favorite snacks and watching a football-themed movie. Anyone interested in attending can call the senior center. Our podiatrist visit for February has been moved from February 11th to February 18th. Appointments are required. Anyone interested in attending can call the Senior Citizen Center. Our new knitting and crochet club will be doing a service project starting in February. We will be making wheelchair walker bags and headbands for the Veterans Home and a local assisted living facility. We will meet every Wednesday at 1 p.m. And that's it, Mayor. Any questions, you can call 201-405-7731. Thank you, Mayor.
So the knitting club, you learn how to knit, or?
Yeah. We don't teach people.
Oh, they will?
Yeah, I might go myself.
I may go join you, I've always wanted to learn how to knit.
Yeah.
All right, 1 o'clock on Wednesdays?
I'd go too, but I'm not a senior citizen.
Good.
But you want to learn how to knit? You don't have to be a senior to learn how to knit.
But to go to the senior events, you have to.
You know, the
Well,
problem is,
your time will come, believe me. There's no escaping it.
is that it?
That's it, Mayor, thank
You
you.
left on a note of knitting. Okay, yes, Councilman Tolman.
Just one quick, new business I just thought of while I was sitting here, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Just the citizen leadership forms.
Senior?
The citizen leadership forms. Is there a way that we could make these so we could fill these out online rather than forcing people to go
That's what they can be, no?
I mean, is there something that we could do? Could we-
Yeah, I think right now they're a downloadable PDF. You're talking about doing like a fillable PDF?
Yeah, just
form?
something, I think we would get, I think people would be more apt to fill it out and it'd be a lot easier and.
And we can read them.
And, yeah,
Yeah, we'll work on that.
all right, okay, and then.
Michael, a new job.
The only,
He's writing it down.
the only thing I have to, report is the Municipal Alliance. This is my first time on the Municipal Alliance, so maybe if I get some heads up on what I'm
It's
in
good.
for and
You will
and
enjoy
what's
it.
going on, so, if we could.
Talk to him.
Other than that,
Contact, you know what? Contact Mark Piercy.
okay. All right.
And they still meet at the boardroom, right? At the school board, high school school board?
I don't know where they're meeting right now.
Oh, they used to meet there. Maybe
Yeah.
Zoom?
Maybe. All right, and that was it then.
Thank you. Councilman?
Thank you, Mayor. Water and sewer updates, the water main replacements within the Pleasure Land area. Water main replacements within Doty Road is substantially complete. The main is scheduled for testing tomorrow, January 27th. Following a successful test, Doty Road will then be reopened to traffic during the day. The contractor has begun work on replacing the water mains on Lakeview Terrace and Grandview Avenue, which will take approximately 2 to 3 weeks, weather permitting. Skyview Highbrook Sanitary System sewer lining, the project is over 90% complete. The lining is approximately 150 linear feet of pipe, and springtime restoration work is all that remains. The lining is scheduled for the first week of February. PFAS update, staff is evaluating treatment options and should have a decision in 2 weeks. From the library, traffic in the library has been picking up, and they are planning on having more programs by the end of February. They would like me to remind everyone of the click and share technology that can be utilized in the large meeting room. I've also been asked to let the public know that due to the generosity of the senior center, they offer delivery of library items to homebound residents via the senior bus. If someone wants something delivered or picked up, just contact them. This is a free service.
That's nice. Excellent. You're on.
No problem. DPW. So, Christmas trees. Public Works crew will be out collecting Christmas trees on February 4th, weather permitting. Christmas trees should be placed outside in clearly visible location with all lights and decorations removed. Residents do not need to call or schedule for appointments. Potholes. It's that time of year. We're talking about storms. If you see a pothole, please call DPW 201-337-8103. It's a fellow service request so we can get potholes fixed. So please, any potholes you see, please send DPW and they will repair as needed. The annual outfall inspections is part of the borough's stormwater pollution prevention plan. Residents may notice Public Works employees conducting inspections on all 182 drainage outfalls located throughout our municipality along the Raffle River. These Public Works employees will be easily identified with their DP logo on their work vehicles, and each will be wearing a Borough of Oakland ID badge. Inspections will begin on or about February 18th. And then just for future reference, we're looking to have our first paper shredding event on May 14th.
Oh, what was that?
May 14th, well, we remind every week until May
Great.
14th about paper shredding, because that fills up quickly.
Yes.
Councilman, just in one thing for the public, when you're reporting a pothole, you can certainly call DPW if you want to do that outside of normal business hours. However, you can also go on our website. There is a service request module, and you can report it right on there, and it will get routed directly to DPW as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, they don't call you? Yeah, call DPW, not Lisa.
And then for Shade Tree Commission, I was able to get to my first meeting of the Shade Tree. Peter Keekout is the chair, and there's some good things going on there. One, they are looking for a new member, so anyone who wants to be part of the Shade Tree Commission, please fill out a citizen leadership form and send it in. They're looking for another member. There's some good projects going on here. We have there's a tree pruning removal is currently underway. They also are starting an Adopt a Tree program, which is being introduced. Already have 15 or so requests from residents so they can get this program going. The program will be going full spot shortly, but we started Adopt a Tree program, and we're getting a lot of access to it. And then also the Shade Tree Commission will meet every first Monday of the month at 7:30 p.m.
Where?
Oh, right now we're on Zoom.
Still on Zoom?
We're still on Zoom right
Thank
now.
you. That's it?
That's it.
That's it, thank you. Well, that was good, then. Your first committee report.
Oh, actually, historical. We did, in today's packet, which we approved, we didn't talk about, there was an $87,500 grant for the Van Allen House to fix it up for interior fixes. So that's good from a historical perspective.
Yes, that's great, thank you. So with that,
Mayor, one more thing.
Yeah.
Update on the Patriots Way Bridge. The bridge remains safe for vehicular and pedestrian traffic. There's going to be the next follow-up detailed inspection is scheduled for June of 2020, and also on December 21st of
no, not 2020.
2022. And also on December 21st, 2021, Congressman Gottheimer conducted a press event at the bridge to draw attention to federal funding.
Wasn't Assemblyman off there?
He was not.
No.
He wasn't there too?
He was not.
Oh, you're the one who helped me when I was
Yes,
going up
I
and
did.
down the hill?
Yes.
Thank you.
And also,
Yes.
and also the current cost to replace the superstructure is currently now $5.65 million. That's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Everything is going up in price. So with that now, a motion to open to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, and by the way, Allen Brook was also talked about.
Thank you.
Anybody else? No? Close?
Motion to close?
All in favor?
Aye.
So, since you're now on the Finance Committee, and I was told by our attorney that you should be reading the bills list.
Bills to be paid, $1,957,414.94.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
And as long as everybody read the list, you can vote. Roll call.
Councilman Kamala.
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes.
Councilman Saliani.
Yes.
Councilman Slisinski.
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Those being paid, Grant.
Yes.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next meeting will be held here, February 9th. Looking forward to seeing you. Good night, and be safe, and remember, snow, be careful.
Fine, thanks. And thanks, Kevin, for coming in there to do the bills to be paid. That was a 10-second delay, so appreciate that.
You're welcome.
It was the attorney who suggested.